Got a ticket for no water entering the dishwasher. I hit start on the control panel and sure enough, no water was going in. So I shut off the supply water line valve. I disconnected the supply line. I got my trusty ice bucket that I carry around with me on service calls. And I just wanted to make sure that there was indeed water coming out of that supply valve. The pressure seemed good. So I hooked back up the supply line to the dishwasher. My next step is to go under the dishwasher. I want to check and make sure that the water is going to the inlet valve. Water is still off. I'm disconnecting the elbow from the water inlet valve. I've got the water inlet valve in my trusty ice bucket, and I'm just gonna open the supply valve to make sure that there is good water flow and that the water is going all the way through the hose, which it is. I like the flow. I can eliminate these two causes for no water entering the dishwasher. Next, I want to make sure that I'm getting proper voltage to the inlet valve, and this one is just held in by 1/4 inch screw. Once you remove the screw, just slide the inlet valve back and it should pop right out. I want to remove the plug from this inlet valve. This one just has a little clip that you need to push back and then lift up on the plug and it should come right out. I've got my meter set to volts. I've got one on the hot side, one on the neutral side. I'm going to go and start a new cycle and hit start. After the drain pump initially goes, I should be seeing voltage on this in less than a minute or so. Now I hear the circulating pump kick in, which is supposed to be moving the water around. I've got no voltage to this water inlet valve. Now this has me a little bit baffled, so I consult the wiring diagram and I see that the voltage has to go through the overflow detection or the float switch before it gets to the fill valve. So I go and probably should have checked this first, and I look at the float switch and it's not there. So the float switch is open and the fill valve is not getting the voltage it needs to supply water to the dishwasher. So I grab a new float switch top. These just pop in. I have no clue how this dishwasher lost its float switch, but this just pops in. Gently lift up on it to make sure that it doesn't come out. Now I'm gonna start a new cycle and just see if I'm getting voltage to the wires that are supposed to send voltage to the fill valve. There we go. We have 120 volts. Now I'm gonna hook everything back up, reinstall my fill valve, reconnect the water supply to the dishwasher fill valve, turn the water back on, and hit start. And it's very evident if the fill valve is working or not because you'll hear the water going through. So if you have a dishwasher that's not getting water, first thing I would do now is check the float switch, make sure nothing's stuck underneath it, and most importantly, make sure the float switch is there.